The Plastic Surgery Channel News, brought to you by Mentor, maker of memory gel breast implants.
Welcome to Plastic Surgery News. I'm your host, Deanne Moore. Thanks so much for joining us today. In this week's report, find out which part of the body can improve outcomes for rhinoplasty surgery. We'll also tell you about new findings that show what happens when doctors get depressed or overtired, and explain why patients in the UK prefer to stay mum about their plastic surgery. All of that coming up, but first, an Episcopalian pastor has given himself something to pray about after landing 5 years probation and a hefty fine. What did he do? He pled guilty to felony grand larceny, having stolen nearly $85,000 from church funds to pay for plastic surgery. Prosecutors said the Reverend William Blassingame of St. Paul's Memorial Episcopal Church in Staten Island, New York, stole money meant for charity and church upkeep. He used tens of thousands of dollars on plastic surgery and Botox injections. Blassingame will reportedly sell land he owns in Georgia to cover the missing amount. And having pled guilty, he's on probation for 5 years as part of a plea bargain. But if convicted, Blassingame could have faced up to 15 years in prison. Next in the news, a new study at the University of Texas Medical School at Houston shows that rhinoplasty is very successful when doctors use cartilage from the patient's rib cage. Researchers surveyed more than 350 patients who had undergone rhinoplasty. All the operations had involved doctors using cartilage from the patient's rib cage. According to the survey, 94% of these patients were satisfied with the long-term results. Many rhinoplasty operations involve taking cartilage from the ear or the septum to support the nose. In some cases, cartilage can be too thin for a successful rhinoplasty. But patients in the recent survey claimed to be happy with how their new noses looked, and they reported no problems with breathing or allergies. Coming up next, a higher number of plastic surgeons than you might think are depressed and burned out. We'll tell you what that means for patients. But first, a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bill Adams, and you're watching the Plastic Surgery Channel. Last year, more than 350,000 women decided to get breast augmentation.
It helped me understand what my body would be like after the surgery.
And speaking of hard facts, let's talk about your olfactory organ.
So a prospective patient, when they're looking to have surgery, must always understand that every single surgical procedure has its import, and they must be concerned with the quality that's being delivered to them.